Cavaliers TV. It is 8:48 left in this first quarter. Mo Khan here as we're early on between Edouard and Champlain St. Lambert here from the home court of Champlain St. Lambert as both teams a bit of a disjoint to start as the early going here. First game of the regular season in almost 20 months since they last played a game of RSEQ Stage ball. Champlain looking for the first basket. Here is Diop right into the post play. It comes to Debula on the right and in for the first two. And Champlain is off and running. Last season that they had, they averaged almost 67 points a game. They went 8-2 when they would score 66 points plus in a matchup. For Édouard-Montpetit, they went 0-16 2 years ago. Just looking to rebuild this program that was once a dominant force years ago, but unfortunately for them have hit on some lean times and a reboot from top to bottom with Michel Mitulus now overseeing the men's and women's program, the former Cavalier assistant. Diop to the right corner, and that goes through Rio's legs. So a bit of a miscommunication right now for the Champlain Cavaliers on the turnover department as they have not been linking up as well as they desire here. And we talk about the central figures for the Cavaliers, Dara Fleurgen being one of them, Ivan Rio being another as well. And also Issa being another key player for this team that has definitely aspirations to go to the Nationals this year. And as for the Lynx, a very young team themselves. S.J. Gagnon being one of the few returning players on this roster. And here goes Fleurgen as she's got options to her left, and she will take it herself. And that ball is intervened, saved by her right to the Lynx. As now Edouard will look to get their first 2 points as we have 7:34 left here in this first quarter. With it is Rayo going out to Gagnon, and that is popped away. Issa now with the recovery. She's got options now. She will go coast to coast and in for two. And a 4-0 lead for the Cavaliers. And we talk about her influence and how she was fourth in team scoring 2 years ago and led the team in threes with 23 and 22 assists as well. And now we'll go out and a sub coming in. And the first time today will be Caitlin Frost from Les Coteaux. Played her high school ball in the Chateauguay regional area of Quebec. Won a couple of titles with the regional team out there. And she gets her first appearance in a Cavalier uniform in the regular season. Back out to the point it comes. Here is, Rayo from the center circle from a three launch. And that's in. The first three goes through for Leah Daou, who played at her high school ball. And now she gets the first three and a 4-3 lead for the Cavaliers over the Lynx to Édouard-Montpetit. Issa driving right, going up, and that's an off-balance shot, and she's fouled and will go to the line for two shots coming up here. During the last season of regular season play, the Cavaliers were third in the conference at 64% per game. Against Édouard-Montpetit, they only won 4 of 8 in the first game, 13 of 23 in the second game. And now they attack the rim with general ferocity, blistering ferocity. And here's Issa now at the free throw line for the first time today to perhaps extend it, and she will not do so. And it remains a 4-3 lead with 6:43 left here in this first quarter. As now in the game today is Shamik Cummings wearing the number 8 uniform along with Chloe Oliver wearing the number 9 uniform. And that is rimmed out, loose ball recovered by the Lynx. And here they come, and here is Gagnon the other way. And she might be the central figure for the Lynx this year in terms of what she can bring from experience and from the success, and that will not be the case. Issa with the breakaway and the easy deuce. And now a 6-3 lead. As you can see the telescopic arms of Issa coming through on that play for the Cavaliers. And back with it is Garneau. Garneau pirouettes his way through, down to the right corner. That goes through the hands momentarily of Ombombo. Mumbo now driving on the end line, and she is out of bounds, and this will go back to the Cavaliers with 6:10 left here in this first quarter. And now in the game for the first time today is Rabisa, and going out is Issa. So they'll make a quick sub here. Champlain does have the depth to work with, something that might have been lacking a few years ago, but now George Jamau is very confident for what this team has in place. Post play. Spinning right out there is Frost. Going to the right side. That's off balance. Rebounded this time by Lamarche. And she will be in traffic hell as Gagnon is trapped along the mid-court stripe. This goes out of play. And this will be a foul against the Cavaliers. And now coming into the game will be Fourquette. And going off will be Garneau. And again, for the Lynx depth, not as deep in terms of the veteran leadership required, but we'll see how they can, if they can get some purchase along the play here. To the near side, here's a three from Gagnon. That is well off the mark, off target. Not the most pretty shot out there. It started off nice, but ended off ugly, and this will be Champlain ball here with 5:39 left here in this first quarter. Coming through, slow burner so far. To the near side. Frost will drop it off to the sidecar pass. Back out to Oliver. Rayo driving left. She's got a lane. Tough shot, no good. Rebounded by the Lynx, and they'll bring it back up court, and back with it is Rayo coming back to down the left side. Going to the left channel is Daou, and she will play it back to Rayo, driving through the left lane from the free throw line. Kick out. Here's a three from the near side, 45. That's off the mark, rebounded off the miss from Forquette and goes out of play. And now in the game will be Lian Nafu along with Danae Skelton from Kelowna, BC. Skelton by way of Kelowna, BC, along with Phoebe Mulgat, another player from the Kelowna region. So 2 BC players here on this Cavalier team for this edition, and we'll see how she will do in the Quebec region, of course. And she'll get her first initiation now out there playing the low baseline. That's deflected right back to the Lynx. Swung around from a three from the flats. That's off the side rim, rebounded by Frost. She skies up there, and she will bring it back up court with her ability of length and dribbling skills that she has. Near side, a three. That's way off the mark. Rebounded by the Lynx, but right to the Cavaliers. Open play from the center arc, swung around. To the right corner it comes. Coming through is Oliver. She's fouled and won. The South Shore native was involved with the slam camps in years past. So George Mount's very familiar with Oliver, as Chloe Oliver goes to the line for the first time today. A very intense player that she is, focused, laser focused. And an 8-3 lead now for the Cavaliers with 4:40 left here in this first quarter. Oliver's free throw is good. And a 9-3 lead. So the biggest lead now for the Cavaliers is 9-3 in this first quarter. And back with it are the Lynx. To the near side it comes. Driving through is Daou on the right end line. Going back out to the center arc. Thought about the three is Rayo. She will go up. She's blocked by Frost, who's doing it in both ends of the court. Blocking, rebounding, and assisting, being the facilitator, the central figure of this offense and defense for the Cavaliers. And she gets the first block. Champlain averaged 6.5 blocks back in 1920. First in the conference, had 10 blocks against Lennoxville. And this pass goes out from the paints. Pirouettes, that's too strong. Rebounded by Oliver, and she is fouled. And because of that, this will be a foul going against. And that goes against Mwambo. And with that, this will be Champlain ball on the near side. And here is Chloe Oliver. She will bring it back up court to the far side. Watch closely this time by Forquette in a 1v1. Motion, and back with it is Skelton. Skelton now looking towards the right side. Frost driving with the left. Jumper from 16. Yes. And that goes through, and 11-3 lead now for the Cavs over the Lynx, and they're starting to run right on the visitors from the other part of the South Shore. And their tails are up that they can perhaps pull off a few more points or put this game done and dusted early in the first quarter. 5 left in the shot clock. Driving along the end line. Kick out to the far side. Flats off the foot. Right back to the Lynx player in Forquette. That will be a 24-second shot clock violation. And with 3:35 left, this goes back to the Cavaliers. And inbounding the ball will be Nianafu, and she's looking for Oliver, and she finds her in the nick of time. Watch closer this time by Forquette. Oliver penetrating, negotiates, off the glass, no good. Frost rebound with the left, off balance and in. 13-3 lead, timeout called by the Lynx. Champlain off and running. They're on an 8, now making 9-0 run. And with 3:22 left here in this first quarter, the Lynx are on a deep hole, and they are sinking fast. Can they find themselves out of this position? Find out. in the Battle of South Shore between these two schools, separated by only a 10 to 15-minute drive from campus to campus. And right now for the Cavaliers, they're up 10, their biggest lead of the day. And they are on a 9-0 run. And in fact, they are in the bonus the rest of this quarter. And back with it is the Lynx. Here's Daou in a 1v1, watched closely by Molgat, another Kelowna player as well. She gets her first taste of Quebec basketball. To the near side it comes, swung around from the protractor, and a three's launched, no good, rebounded by Oliver, and away she goes down the far side. She's got two options to her left. She waits for reinforcements, finds Molgat on the right side, kick out. Ball movement spectacular by the Cavaliers, and here's Skelton going through. A shot from the corner, and that is off the mark, missed this time by number 11 in Leanafu, and this will be recovered by the Lynx. Back with it is Daou. Looking towards her left. She's trapped. Molgat is going to be called for a jump ball. And we talk about Molgat. She's one of the top defenders coming out of the BC region in the Kelowna area of the province of British Columbia. And that was a ball in favor of Champlain. Skelton back out. Cummins looking for an option to her left. She goes to the middle. Open Frost right in the eye of the defense as an absolute poacher of her points right there, as Frost has her postal code inside the paint, and she cashed in on that. Facing up, going through, Mbombo, and that is off the glass, too strong. Rebound right to Cummins, and she'll bring it back up. Very silky smooth out there that she is, a showman that she is, and she can definitely be box office material for this Cavalier team. Frost, back out, driving strong, and the deuce goes through. Molgat gets her first 2 points ever as a Cavalier in the regular season, and a 17-3 lead, and the Cavaliers are starting to run right on the visitors just nearby in Longueuil. A spin move, nice jab, and a whistle, and a travel, and frustration now starting to set in for Daou as the rookie gained first-class education from the Champlain. And now the Cavaliers are bringing some length coming back in the game. Is Flargin along with Dibula and along with Shamika Cummings as well. So Cummings back in the game, Dibula out there, and here is Flargin, the third-year player who will come through. Oliver goes off. And here is Skelton. She'll bring it back up court far side. Skelton going right by it. Confidence oozing. Jumper from Dibula, and that is missed. Rebounded right to the Lynx, and away they come. Mbombo will bring it back up court. To the far side it goes. Edouard Libby still out of the gates, still in the starting blocks. Here's Gagnon. She will be the player to watch out for. A flair player that she can be for this Lynx offense. Jumper from the left. That's in. Big shot for Rayo. Played at Le Boisier, and that's the first shot, and that breaks the Champlain 13-0 run. A three from BC. That's off the range from Skelton, and rebounded by the Lynx with a minute left in this first quarter. Trying to negotiate through Gagnon around Flargin. Nice swing pass, still far side and in. And back-to-back baskets, Garneau. Her first 2 points as the Lynx. And now 17-7 lead for the Cavaliers as Edouard's on a 4-0 run the last two possessions. Coming through the paint, Dibula. Too strong, poked up in the air. Flargin loses it, now trapped on the left side, tripped up, and a whistle on the play. And this will be a free throw coming up here for the Cavaliers with 34.4 left. So Flargin will go to the line for two. 34.4 left here in this opening quarter as the Cavs will get things recalibrated once more. Here is Flargin. The first attempt is good. And Darryl Flargin was a key depth player, had 30 blocks in 1920, made 29 field goals, had 10 offensive rebounds. Looking to improve on those stats from 2 years ago. She misses. Now wearing the number 7 uniform. She wore 14 in the first year. That's a backcourt violation as Mbombo was on the Edouard side. And this will go back to the Cavaliers. Talk about turnovers. During the 1920 season, they had 36 turnovers against Montmorency and won a game 24 per game, which was 8th in the conference. Champlain could play for the last shot, and this will go out, and that will be canceled. And with that, the ball back to the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx with 24.3, so they can play the last shot here and end off this game, end off this first quarter with a chance to breathe a little bit more fire towards the Cavaliers in this first period. Trapped again. Molgat showing some refined defending. Back towards the play. Kick out from the center arc. Driving again is Réau. Stolen by Flargin. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Flargin will go coast to coast, pushing the play up to Dibolo, and that will go out of play as Dibolo now did not get the ball cleanly. And this will be Edouard's ball with 3.6 left here in this opening quarter. Gagnon will be the inbounder. Here is Bourassa. Near side, and that will not count. At the end of one, Champlain off and running. 18-7 lead here from Champlain St. Lambert. Cavaliers taking it to the rivals across town. Stay tuned for second quarter action here on Cavs TV. I refuse to do that. Okay, you're the boss. I'm going to give the score of the Vanier game. Welcome back here to Cavaliers TV. 18-7 lead. We welcome those who are watching on the bus ride for the Champlain football team, who will be playing tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. It might be awfully cold in that part of Quebec, so hopefully the guys brought enough long sleeve to play outdoors. Underway here, Champlain going right to left, Edouard going left to right for this second quarter action. And again, Molgat, quick hands, thievery at her finest, and the easy deuce coming through as she has bamboozled this Lynx attack and is now 20-7 lead. The first quarter stats brought to you by Champlain St. Lambert. 6 points for Caitlin Frost, 4 for Issa. Top point getter is Réau for the Lynx. However, Champlain has 11 points from the bench compared to 0 for Édouard-Montpetit. Champlain shot 42%, 8 of 19, 25% for Édouard at 3 of 12. And we'll see now. Champlain already a monopoly of rebounds, 13 in total, 6 offensive rebounds compared to the 9 total for the Lynx. Some work to do here for the Lynx of Édouard-Montpetit. Spin move. Looking for an outlet to the far side it comes. Driving through, pirouettes his way through. Gorgeous start, not a good finish for Gagnon. Rebound, Momombo with the shot and goes in at the buzzer. So Tuba Amombo gets her first points of the season. Près de Gerard Fillon High School. And that was a shot required. An excellent execution by the Lynx. Réau, near side. Back out on the give and go, looking for help. Inside 9 to go in this first half. Stolen by the Lynx. And away they come, poked away, and right back to Edouard as we're inside 9 in this first half. Back with his Garneau. Driving all by herself. Nice pivot, and that's missed. Rebound by Garneau, blocked by the Cavaliers. And now back in transition as Issa will slow it down and take things at a slow burn right now for the Cavaliers. And that's poked away. And this will be a foul going against the Lynx with 8:38 left in this first half. And back in the game will be Fourquet for the Lynx. Going out will be Garneau. No subs for the Cavaliers, as it will be Mulgat who will inbound the ball in front of Edouard's bench. Mulgat already 2 picks of the basketball as she's pickpocketed the ball carriers for the Lynx. Back with this Issa, driving to the right side. And 1v1 against Mombo. And she'll drop it off this time to Cummings. Near side it comes. Mulgat trying to spin out of it. 3 left on the shot clock. She's fouled this time by Garneau, and this will be a foul on her. That'll be the second team foul on the Lynx. 8:24 left in this first half. Champlain non-shoot will have the ball on the baseline. Issa now looking towards her left, now looking for the right option. Back out to Rayo in a 1v1. Driving through the paint. Rayo, artistic on that play. Rebound right there. And Debila getting her first 2 points of the season with a super finish off the cleanup from the Rayo miss. And now the Cavaliers up by a score of 22-9. Champlain set to make a double change on the next dead ball, and that shot's missed. Rebounded by Cummins. Champlain's got numbers, 3-on-2. Issa down the left side, cutting against the grain. Going up, too strong. Rebounded by the Lynx. That's popped up in the air, and now a crash of bodies out of bounds off of Rayo. And back to the Lynx as Fourquet had her blushes spared on that miscue. And back in the game is Oliver along with Diop. Fatima Diop, another key player, had 19 offensive rebounds and 8 assists in the 1920 season. 7:48 left here, 22-9 lead for the Cavaliers. The biggest lead has been 13. They went on a 9-0 run in the first quarter. Back to the far side it comes. Looking down the left channel is Gagnon. Tries to get her on Issa. That's poked away with help from Rayo, and out of bounds it goes. As auxiliary defending as the name of the game for George Germanos and his team on that moment right there. So far, the Cavaliers have controlled the paint with great authority. The Lynx unable to get any influence in that. Mumbo off balance, no good from the right base. Rebounded by Rayo, and she will bring it back up court on the far side. Watched by the other Rayo. Here is Issa. And back in the post play is Dibula on the right side, and the strength of her. From Ottawa, Ontario, key bench player who is starting to grow in her role, and already with 4 points and a 24-9 lead for the Cavaliers, up by 15. Inside 7 to go in this first half. Pushing it back to the far side it comes. Trying to cut through. Layup is no good, off the mark by Fourquet. Rebounded by Oliver, and she will bring it back up. Negotiating, looking, authoring her way through. Can't finish on that play. And now if the Lynx push it, they have a 2-on-1. Back down the near side. Going up Fourquet. No good on that. Off balance she was as they go back and forth like a tennis match on a rally. Rayo. Now we'll slow the pace down. Rayo cutting through, walled off, and she's called for a travel. So a violation by there. Champlain plus 60 in first quarter point differential. Édouard-Montpetit minus 162. In the second quarter of games, Champlain was plus 26. Édouard minus 41. In fact, the last game they played each other, they shot 2 of 26 from 3 against Champlain. That's off balance and a foul this time, as this will be against the Cavaliers. And this will be free throws coming up here for Fourquet. And with that, it will be 6:15 left here. Champlain will make another change. Coming in the game is Rabisa from Rivière-des-Loups. And if you read up on her by, she has an eye towards the NCAA and is looking at Champlain being the route towards that. And here is the free throw for Fourquet. In the first attempt, no good for her. Tonight, she is so far in this game, 0 for 1 from the field, no points yet. Looking for her first point as a Link in her career. And with 6:15 left, they will need as many points now. And that goes in. So a 24-10 lead for the Cavaliers. 6:15 left in this first half. Mo Khan on the call on Cavaliers TV. Champlain has led so far from start to present. So they are holding the pole position here on the front foot. Second best right now has been the Lynx. Cummings. Diop, post play. Issa on the left. And that is no good. She gets the second bite of the apple, and that goes through. And it's now a 26-10 lead with 5:59 left here in this first half. So Issa is starting to establish herself as a poacher inside the paint for the Cavaliers. Right now, the cutting edge has been in favor of the Cavaliers. Here's a three from the far side flats. That's off the mark, rebounded by Cummings. Her third rebound of this quarter, and she will bring it back up with great panache. Going out, nice cut underneath, spin move, and a better finish. Super play, super pass, and a super finish as getting the basket is Rabisa. And it's now a 28-10 lead with 5:28 left here in this first half. Looking for an outlet, finds it. Driving along the base, Barassa showing a bit of intent with confidence on that play. And now 28-12 lead for the Cavaliers. Rayo, I beg your pardon, it is Diop initially. Issa from the center arc, launching in, and that is off target. Rebound, Cummings, no good. Second bite she can't get to it. Third bite she can't go to. Amombo is fouled. And with 4:57 left, this will be the 13th foul on the Cavaliers. And the first personal on Diop. And of course, this team is missing Astou Diop, who is a UMass commit, got hurt during the summertime. Perhaps she could re-enter the ring later on in the year if her recovery goes well. And a strong start, but a not so great finish for Gagnon. A bit frustrated right now. The veteran trying to get her team back on position has had a bit of a disjointed start in this first half and made a hash of that play. And this will be back to the lengths here with 4:43 left, 14 left on the shot clock. Mumbo back out to Barassa. Swung around. Edouard's got two behind the protractor. A jumper from the free throw line and a good finish from Leah Daou. And that is a strong response for her, 28-14 for the Cavaliers. Cummings, near side. Nice first jab move. Issa, strong, and that's in for two. So Ize with that 30-14 lead, 4:15 left here in this first half, and Champlain showing confidence and arrogance in how they are attacking the rim with ferocity. Post play again along the left baseline, going left to right. That's blocked. Blocked this time by Oliver. Defending well on both ends of the court is Champlain, and now attacking with vengeance. Going along the baseline. That's blocked off, and a whistle on the play, and this will go against the Cavaliers with 3:55 left here in this first half. And a triple sub coming in the game as Leonafu comes back in along with Caitlin Frost. And also coming back in the game is Skelton as well. So Skelton back in the game for the Cavaliers. 30-14 lead, 3:53 left in this first half. Champlain in complete control of this matchup here as they are in cruise control in this first half. Mumbo back out, left corner three from Barassa. The rainbow trajectory was there, the dip wasn't. And now Cummins showing the speed, looking for some help. Down to the near side, license to shoot is Frost, and she gets it again. 32-14 lead for the Cavaliers. 3:28 left here in this first half. And Caitlin Frost on her 8th point of the day. Mumbo, watched by Cummings. Nice jab move, fade is off the side rim. A player that has potential, Tuba Mumbo. Frost in transition. And Champlain is running riot on the links right now. And they're absolutely bludgeoning this team and ripping them apart here in this first half. 34-14 lead. Champlain off and running. Stay tuned here on Cavs TV. Welcome back here to Cavs TV. Looking at the stats right now, Champlain now has 8 players with at least 2 points or more. Caitlin Frost with 10, We talk about Isa with 8 and Dibula with 6. 26 rebounds so far. In fact, they have 13 in this quarter. Swung around the protractor. Here is the Lynx right now back in possession. They will need some points coming in thick and fast, and this will not be the case for them. And this will be a turnover going against the Lynx. And this will go back to the Cavaliers with 2:56 left here in this quarter. Frost will be the inbounder, and here is Skelton. And coming back in the game will be Perrault, as she will make the return. Played at Collège Charles Lemoyne, just down the road here in South Shore. Cummins facing up against Perrault. Swung around from Frost. Now driving, looking for a way to negotiate their way through. Champlain back with here. Skelton from the center arcs, driving from the light. Skelton gets her first 2. Skelton making a feast out of that, and a 36-14 lead with 2:30 left here in this first half, showing the confidence required from the BC native. A 3 launch from the far side. That's off the range. Rebound Skelton. As Champlain pushing the pedal, looking to really rip apart them up. Skelton, kick out. Right corner 3. And that is no good. Champlain has yet to hit a 3 so far. 0 for 4 from distance. And now the Lynx are off and running in a run and gun. And that goes off the ricochet and right by the Cavaliers. It comes back to Skelton. So they will slow it down. Skelton feeling it. Back out. Looking for help. Back out to Cummins as that ball was handed off from Rabisa. Cummins, that is. A 3. That is off the back heel. And Frost, a sniffer of the ball, found her way towards it, and she got it back, and she cleans it up for another 2 points here. And Caitlin Frost now at 12 points already, a career high. It's only her first game as a Cavalier. And now going up, off balance, rebound, too strong, rebound Perrault. And a jump ball, she recovers that, swings it back out to Barassa on the far side. 5 left in the shot clock, stripped away. Edwards has no idea. At the death of the shot clock, that is off the mark, and that will be a 24-second shot clock violation. And with 1:13 left, coming back in the game will be Fourquette for the, or I beg your pardon, for the first time is Devario. She will come back in the game as Barassa will go off now for the moment. 1:13 left in this opening half. 38-14 lead, more like a football score than a basketball score at this current moment. Skelton will bring it back up. Back out, Cummins facing up. Man-to-man look, cutting through, and a gorgeous finish. Linafa on that play. Absolute sizzler on that start to finish here. Great read, and the passing radar for the Cavaliers has been simply fantastic already with 8 assists. That is off the mark, rebounded this time by the Cavaliers. Here comes Cummins, Champlain, and that ball had too much depth, too much meat on that play intended for Skelton. That goes out of play with 41.3 left here, and the Cavaliers up 40-14. And they are definitely looking to make a statement in the opening game here. In fact, after this, Champlain will be at Dawson, Vanier, Sainte Foy, and TR, and home to Trois-Rivières and Momo before the Christmas break. So their first real test will be next week against Dawson. Driving through the paint, 23 left on the game clock, and a whistle on the play. And 2 shots coming up here for Rayo, and 22.2 left here in this opening half. Rayo so far, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And her first attempt of this sequence. And that is in for 1. Rayo so far today, 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Looking to go 2 for 2 here, and she will not connect, rebounded by Cummins. Champlain can play for the last shot of the first half. 18 seconds left. Skelton, launch, back iron, and if there's one thing that George Mouse will have to look at is the fact that his three-point shooting has been non-existent in this first half. 4 seconds left here. Here's a shot from Edouard, and that is in. So for the Lynx, they get that to go through. Rayo with the 3 at the end of the first half, 40-18 lead. Champlain is off and running. Homework to be done by the Lynx. Can they find themselves and pull off a great escape here with them down by 22? Stay tuned on Cavaliers TV. Welcome back here to Cavs TV. Mo Khan as we get ready for second half action. At halftime, 40-18 lead for the Cavaliers over the Lynx of Édouard-Montpetit. The top scorers today, Caitlin Frost at 12 points. We talk about Issa at 8 points, and also a slew of others at 3 points or more, including Chloe Oliver. As we get ready for second half action for the Lynx, the top point getter was Adrienne Rayot at 6 points, along with Leah Daou at 5 points. 17 rebounds for the Lynx, 31 for the Cavaliers. In fact, they average 46 rebounds per game, and 9 attempts at 46 plus. And right now they're on a clip of 60 plus rebounds, and they're on the way here going left to right. Driving out to the near side. Jumper is no good, missed by Leonafa, and this will go back to the Lynx as they come up empty-handed on their first possession. For the Lynx, they'll need to abandon the element of caution now. They will have to play with a bit of freewheeling and hopefully have a high rolling stakes here of success. And this high risk now for them, with them down by 22 points, they'll have to half this if they're going to get back in this game by the fourth quarter. Momombo is fouled. Now Mombo will go to the free throw line, showing some real ingenuity, attacking the rim, showing the marauding ability in the first half with her speed, as her first step has been explosive in this game here. And now she will be at the free throw line for the first time this second half here. And the first attempt for her, 1 for 4, 2 points, 3 rebounds. And Mombo now looking to make it a 1 for 2 with 9:18 left here in this third quarter. She does indeed a 40-19 lead for the Cavaliers. Diop almost traveled, and we'll get it back off to Leonafa. Rayot looking for the pick and pop. She goes down to Flargin, has Diop in the post. Flargin goes by herself, off balance, off the glass and in. And that was what you call a little shimmy move by her. And she gets that to go through here. 42-19 lead with 8:55 left here in this third quarter. A Mumbo post play is Gagnon. Flexing back out, swung to the near side. Driving through is Rayot, trapped off by 2 gray uniforms. 5 left in the shot clock, a 3 from the center arc. That's off the front iron, rebounded by Flargin. 8:38 left in this third quarter. And back over is Rayot, looking for the options. Sidecar pass back out to Molgat, and she is not going to be counted for that. It will be a foul instead going against the Lynx. So Champlain will have the ball on this side out, a new 14 with 8:28 left. And back in the game will be Garneau, who so far had 2 points, 3 rebounds. 8:28 left here in this third quarter. Champlain looking for an extension of this lead to add further gloss to this lead of what they have right now. Flargin driving right to left, going up, off balance, no good. Rebounded by the Lynx. Up ahead, Gagnon all by herself, a 3 from the far side. That is in, off the shooter's touch and in. 42-22 lead, and the first 3 going down for Gagnon in this quarter. And now she's off to 3 points. Her first 3 of the season and her first points of the year. And that is in. A confident finish by Molgat. So Phoebe Molgat getting her first 2 points of this quarter. 44-22 lead for the Cavaliers. So back up 22. Post play, Parat going left against Flargin. Stopped at the nick of time. Blocked by Flargin. And now Champlain off and running. A 2v2. Flargin will stop it. Bounce pass. Rayot trying to find a killer pass as a quarterback. Going strong, and a whistle on the play. And this will be a foul going against the Lynx. So Daou, second foul, and now at the line is Rayot. Rayot only averaged 10 minutes a game back in 1920, made 2 threes, and had 8 steals. And now will be relied upon as a key third-year veteran, given there was no basketball last year due to C-19. So 7:33 left here, 45-22 lead for the Cavs, and make it a 46-22 lead for the Cavs, as Rayot now at 2 points and 3 rebounds so far today. Now pressed by the Cavaliers, trying to really put the press fest on this Lynx team and really squeeze the clamps on them. Gagnon's 3 Splash! Nothing but cash on that play. And now 46-25 lead with 7:18 left as Gagnon has now hit back-to-back triples on her last two possessions. Going on the end line, strong and in. Malgat gets another 2 points to her name, and already Malgat now up to a solid 8 points. To the near side it comes. Rayo high off the glass, and that's Windex by Diop, and now she will bring it back up court with Rayo to her left. Diop on the right channel, looking towards Rayo, cutting through, backing up. Now in a 1v1 against the other Rayo. Eyeball to eyeball. Rayo, bounce play, post play. Florgen going right to left and no good. First part was pretty, second part was a bit of a mess. And now triple sub coming in here is Frost along with Oliver and Issa coming back in the game. And coming back also for the Lynx will be Devario coming in as well, this time for Rayo. So subs from both teams, 6:34 left here, 48-25 lead for the Cavaliers. And a foot play as Malgat really being a Centurion defending, and that goes off of the Lynx player. In fact, that will go off the foot of number 13 in Daou. But again, Centurion so far that she's been in this game. First class defending, and now, I beg your pardon, we'll be back over to the Lynx. So Lynx definitely have had their work cut out for them in this 2.5 quarters of play. Garneau, backdoor play. Frost picks off the ball, and now 2-on-1. Malgat, bounce pass. Issa, right baseline, no good, too strong. Rebound right to Gagnon, who's all by herself, racing up ahead like a rabbit down the near side, going up strong and in for the 2. 8 points for Gagnon in this quarter, and now 48-27 lead, inside 6 to go. Oliver will bring it back up court. Frost, sidecar pass. Here's Issa in a 1v1. Looking, crossing, looking, artistic finish is good. Absolute prowess on that play. Finger roll going through, easy on the eye on that play for the Cavaliers. 50-27 lead with 5:40 left here in this quarter. Post play again, going right to left. That ball is whistled, and there's an intervention on that play, and this will be a foul as Devario will go to the line for 2 shots. So her third foul is for Caitlin Frost, the leading point getter right now at 12 for the Cavaliers. And back in the game will be Rabisa. And Diop going off. No subs here for the Lynx. And 5:35 left. They're down by 23, 50-27 lead. And that will not go through. Another free throw coming up here for Devario. And with the Lynx, again, 0-16. This has been a long road back for the program itself. They will be home to Lennoxville at TR, St. Jean at St. Jean, Dawson before the break. They were 0-8 on the road. Champlain 6-2 at home. And this right now, from CNN projection, is looking like a Champlain victory is within their grasp. Oliver, strong intention right there, and it'll be fouled instead, and she will go to the line for 2 shots here for this next sequence. Chloe Oliver, again, South Shore native in this first half. Oliver, 3 points, 4 rebounds in 9 minutes of play going into this third quarter. Oliver takes a deep breath. Lets his shoulders relax, as now coming back to the game will be Skelton on the next dead ball whistle, and she gets that to go through 1 for 1. Now a 51-28 lead with 5:20 left here in this third quarter. Oliver's second shot is good. So a 52-28 lead, 5:20 left here in this third quarter. Champlain making the change as Malgat goes off for her fellow Kelowna native member in Skelton. Skelton showing a real intent of speed to burn. The aftermers was used by her quite a bit, and now almost a giveaway by the Lynx on that backcourt violation. Back out to Gagnon, trying to negotiate her way through from the free throw line. Coming through, Devario off balance. That was nowhere near connection of the rim. And back with her, the Cavaliers, as they're inside 5 to go in this third quarter. Near side, Frost. Driving with their left, backing up. Cross-court pass, Oliver. Oliver, bounce pass, open. Issa is good. Shots are fizzing for the Cavaliers. The confidence and arrogance has definitely been flexing by the Cavaliers. Now up by a score of 54-28 with 4:38 left here in this third quarter. Champlain shot 32% last year, which was 4th in the conference. 8 times he shot 32% or better. And right now, they're shooting at a clip of 48% in this game coming into this third quarter. And now with a sub coming here, Mumbo come in for, it looks like DeVario for this next sequence here, as the Lynx have had no answers at all. And just when they think they have the answer, the Cavaliers change the questions on them. And with 4:27 left here, 54-28 lead for the home side. Back with it. Here's Parrot, or now that is number 14 in Noel. And that will go on a rebound, and rebounded by the Cavaliers with 4:15 left as the inadvertent horn came on. Coming through, near side. Swung around to the protractor it comes. Skelton now on the left side flats. Spin move pirouettes. Looking for an option. Backdoor cut by Frost on the left baseline. No good. Rebound Frost, and it's in. The second bite better than the first one. And now a 56-28 lead with 3:54 left here in this third quarter. Behind the back it comes. This time Daou will go to Gagnon, who's had the biggest influence in this third quarter for the Lynx with 8. Down low, near side. Now to the far side it comes. 5 left in the shot clock. Gagnon now no man's land. She'll have to shoot it off. She will. Free release. And in. As she blew by Skelton on that play, 56-30 with 3:28 left here in this third quarter. So Combs will come back in the game to look to re-inject a bit of pace. Skelton, near side, 45. Looking for the pick and pop from Issa. She'll hand it off to her instead. Issa looking towards her left. Finds it. A 3 launch from the far side. That's off the glass and ring. Rebounded by Cummins. Going up as Oliver. And right now, Champlain is running right on this Lynx team that looks bewildered and beleaguered. A 60-30 lead. Deep in the third quarter. Stay tuned. Cavaliers are ripping apart the visitors from Édouard-Montpetit. Welcome back here to Cavs TV. Mocon as we get ready for the final 3:06 of the third quarter. 58-30 lead for the Cavaliers over the Lynx here from Champlain St. Lambert to the first game of the season. Champlain went 12-4 back in 1920. And now for them looking to go 1-0 for the first time this season, their first game. They finished third place in the 1920 season, winning the bronze against the Nomads of Montmorency at Dawson College. And the expectations are pretty high for them this year that they could make it to the Nationals. And now with it are the Lynx the other way with 2:55 left here in this third quarter. Looking for a negotiation move down near side. Looking for an outlet. They find it. Daou, and now Rayo has it as she almost lost it with 5 left in the shot clock. To the left corner goes, going in the end line. Amumbo, Frost, the length, Centurion-like, marshalling that back to her hands. And now the Cavaliers back with it. Here's Oliver with 2:35 left here in this third quarter. Swinging it back out. Skelton facing up on the center arc with Rayo on her. Pick right, looking. Skelton going. Skelton. The confidence being felt from BC. And a big shot for her. And a 60-30 lead for that as the adrenaline feel from Skelton really evident in this game so far today, as she has definitely been effortless with how she's been able to control and patrol that offensive ball. That three is off the mark. Rebounded right by Oliver. And here's Frost the other way. Caitlin Frost looking back out. Left corner three. That is short. Rebound by Frost. Tripped up, going up. And the second bite of the cherry is sweeter for the Cavaliers, who, by the way, are now 0 for 6 from distance today, but now are up by a score of 62-30 in this matchup. Champlain had averaged about 13 assists per game. Nice backdoor cut, kick out, spread out. Jumper is off the front iron, rebounded by the Cavaliers. Champlain averaged 13 assists per game. Right now they are at 9. Oliver will pop it back out. Frost. And she will be called for the travel and a turnover by the Cavaliers, which will be their 14th of the game. And during the 1920 season, they had 21 turnovers per game, which was second in the conference. The highest was 33 against Vanier. So Champlain very good when it comes to the efficiency of the ball protection on the offensive end. That is a Ivy Needle not finding the pass correctly, and right back to the Cavaliers it goes, and that will be the 17th turnover against the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx, as we are now at 1 minute left here in this third quarter. Skelton, Frost, open, right baseline. And now a 64-30 lead, and the Cavaliers can be the winners-elect in this game here, up by a score of 34 with 46 seconds left in this third quarter. And another giveaway. Skelton now with the recovery. She's knocked off by Gagnon. And you can see the frustration starting to set in now for Daou and Gagnon. Has not been their day at the office. And Barrasso will come back to the game here for the Lynx to Édouard-Montpetit. And going off will be Daou for the moment here with 42.5 left in this third quarter. Champlain up by a score of 64-30. Skelton, who has a gash just under her right eye, stitches on that, covered by some tape. And back with it is Dibula. She's knocked over in a crash of bodies, and this will be a foul going against her. And that was not neat and tidy by the Cavaliers on that possession. And with 29.5 left, they could perhaps get a 2-for-1 here, the Lynx, late in this fourth quarter. And Barrasso will be the one who will look to author something here. Can they find a seam of hope and get some points back in this game to this send a warning shot of angst towards the Cavaliers? And that's one way to do it. Gagnon getting the finger roll, slicing right through two Cavalier players. And the Cavs will play for the last shot here inside 10. 64-32 lead. Oliver going left. Oliver going by herself. Off balance and one. And Chloe Oliver will go to the line to make it a three-point singles perhaps. And for her now in this quarter, she is at 9 points. And looking to add a 10th, which would be a career high for her. And that would put Champlain at 2 players of 10-plus points. She does indeed. And now a 66-32 lead with 2.7 left here in this third quarter. And that heave is nowhere near range. We're through 3 quarters. 1 more quarter to go. Could Édouard-Montpetit pull off the ultimate great escape? Or will Champlain lay claim to the South Shore battle here and have the blue sky reign for another weekend? Stay tuned here. Cavs TV, Mocon, as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Looking at the third quarter stats, brought to you by Adidas. Champlain up 67-32 lead. 41 rebounds total, 13 offensive, only 21 for the Lynx, 5 offensive rebounds. Champlain 0 for 6 from 3, Édouard 4 of 14. However, in the overall landscape, Champlain shooting 30 of 57 from the field, 12 of 44 for the Lynx. Top point getters, Frost at 18, Oliver at 10, and Issa at 12 points. And for the Lynx, 12 points for Gagnon, who coming into the half was at 0. So she got all over 12 in that third quarter of action. So 67-32 lead. Final quarter of play here from Champlain for this women's game. We had a doubleheader here with the men's coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Barrasso over the logo, near side. We're looking for a give and go. She gets it back, and she now will be the maestro and carried by her. And this will be a turnover by the Lynx. In fact, this will be their 20th turnover of the game. They averaged 23, now 24 in 1920. They're minus 96 points in the fourth quarter. Champlain, their money quarter has been the fourth. They were plus 84 in the fourth quarter of games 2 years ago. Diop going right to left. Looking for the cutter. 5 left in the shot clock. Back out to the near side, to the far side it goes. Going against the wall, double dribble, and a travel. As unfortunately for Leonafa, all she saw was a wall of black and red uniforms. And it'll be a turnover again against the Lynx. And this will be Champlain back on defense and Édouard back on the attack with 9:18 left. Barrasso. She will get it back. Watch closely this time by Robisa. Post play stolen. Rayo by herself in a 1v1. Rayo going up and no good. Rebounded by the Lynx, and back with it is the other Rayo. 2-0. A jumper three is back iron. Rebound right to Ombombo and in one. Showing the class and ingenuity in that play. And from Mombo, that is now officially her 5th point of the day. And she definitely has been the master of these acrobatic moments here with what she did in that match right there on that situation. So another gem from her. She could be a gem among the crown jewels for this young Édouard-Montpetit team. And she hits in that one. It becomes a 67-35 lead for the Cavaliers. Back out. Looking around. Coming through. Cummins. Open three from the center arc. That rims out. Champlain now 0 for 7 from distance. And they've yet to dial it up from 3 so far. And this will be back to the Lynx. Swung to the near side. Left corner it comes. Going along the end line. Spin move. Looking for help. Back up top to the center arc. 8:28 left here in this fourth quarter. With it is Gagnon on 12 points. Watch closely by Diop. Pick from the right. Gagnon. A three at the death. No good. A rebound 50-50 recovered by the Lynx, showing a lot more hustle in this last minute and a half of play. 6 left in the shot clock. Again, Édouard unable to get something going in a whistle, and that will be a carry again. And this will go back to the Cavaliers. Lynx winning the 50-50s, but unable to find the solution to getting the ball through the cup. Diop. All alone on the right channel. Looking for help. Goes across court. Here's Rayo at the center arc. Driving right. Rayo, explosive. And that was too much meat on that shot. And back with it are the Lynx and Daou back with it as she will slow it down. As she had to get over, and she does indeed. As she was close to the 8-second violation. Gagnon. That ball is deflected at a play 7:35 left here in this fourth quarter. Both teams had a heavy workload of games. In fact, Édouard-Montpetit hosted the Slam Camp back in late September at Édouard-Montpetit, and both teams played a plethora of games. Before that, Champlain had a game against Humber College from the OCAA here about a few weeks ago. Back out to the far side. 4 left in the shot clock. Spin move. Blocked by Flergen. Rebounded, and now back with it. 3-on-2 for the Cavaliers. Diop going left. And she almost did the splits. And that will be a foul, and that will be a 4.0 on the gymnastics aerial move right there by the Cavalier and Link player out there. And this will be baseline out for the Cavaliers. 7:21 left here, but a miscommunication as there will be now a sub coming in, and this time it will be Forquet who will be in, as going off will be Garneau. 7:21 left here in this fourth quarter. 67-35 lead for the Cavaliers. Nice cut, and off of three, clanks it in. And a big basket for Linafa. She gets that to go through. 69-35 lead. And for Linafa, now her fourth point of the day. Backdoor cut. Too strong. Rebound right to Malgat, and she'll bring it back up court right by the Lynx player, and she will slow down on the left side. Almost trapped and finds free space to Rayo. Post play, Flargent going left to right. Kick out, near side. Open jumper for Diop on the right. That clanks off the back heel. Rebound by the Lynx, and they will bring it back up court. This time Forquette, and she will drop it off. And that goes off the back. A complete hash of a play by the Lynx right now, as it has been a disjointed game for the most part of it, and their blushes will not be spared due to the mistakes they've made, and that has been punished by the Cavaliers in this matchup with 6:40 left in this ball game. Rayo will be over the front court, now to the plus territory. Flargent had a block on the previous cut. Malgat cutting through, gets the pick play. Cutting through now is Flargent on the right. Now going to the left, and that was no good. Rebounded by Flargent. She gets it back, looking, going up, and the second bite was even more tasteful on the first miss, and now it's 71-35 lead with 5:16 left. And you wonder now for George Mouse if he will empty out the bench to give his starters a rest, because they have the big showdown against Dawson that could set the tone early in the season. And that is off the mark. Rebounded this time by Linafa, and she will bring it back up court. She's oozing with confidence, looking for the intent of the basket, and she is fouled instead. And now triple sub coming in here for the Cavaliers as Oliver will come back in along with Skelton and Issa. So Rayo going off, Diop going off, and you would imagine now for the Cavaliers, their day will be done. They've run their race again. They are home and hosed with this game all but done in this matchup. It's been a muddled effort for the Lynx to Édouard-Montpetit, and right now for the Cavaliers, they look like they are on their way. They have put this Édouard-Montpetit team to the sword today, and there won't be any smash and grabs from the Lynx and trying to get back in this ball game here with 5:53 left. Here is 13 in Garneau. Back out, Gagnon from the center arc. Looks good. Off the rank on that one. And back with her to the Cavaliers. And back here is Oliver. She will bring it back up. Issa, 1v1, looking for the pick left. She gets it from Flargent. Jumper three. That is no good again. Champlain 0 for 8. And Oliver has been simply an iconic player today, as that ball has found her hand. She has been able to convert it on the second and third chance opportunities today. A showstopper with silky skills to her name. 74-35 lead with 5:10 left in this ball game. Looking for the cutter. Nice cut to the eye of the defense, as the eye of the needle finding that play, and it goes right to Forquette, as she was able to split through not one, not two, but three Champlain defenders. Near side. Nice first step. Left to right, no good for Malgat, and now recovered by the Lynx, coming back the other way. 4:33 left here. Cross-court pass, and that had too much meat on that pass, and that goes back to the Cavaliers. 4:36 left here in this ballgame. And back with it is Skelton. Skelton, Malgat, the Kelowna natives, seen plenty of time today. A lot of the bench players also seen a good amount of time in this ballgame. Oliver, Flargent posting up, kick out. Malgat, now Skelton, beg your pardon, misses from the center arc, rebounded by the Lynx. And 1:4:13 left here in this ball game. Champlain would like to put a bow to this game to get at least one 3-point shot to go through before this game expires. Facing up Harat, no good, rebounded by Oliver. And the point guard will bring it back up court with Frost about to come back in the game here to look at to add on to her count of the points that she scored so far, which is 18. Issa. Cutting through Flargent, left to right, waiting, blocked off balance, no good, no foul, play on, referee says. And Parat's slow to get up, And they will slow it down here with 3:41 left. And Mumbo will come back in the game along with Devario. Malgat off, Frost back in. And it appears Parat may have been winded on that situation there. And with 3:41 left, it will be Lynx ball here. And with that, Champlain. And here is Gagnon. Watch closely this time by Skelton. Gagnon looking for the backdoor cutter. Goes back to the center arc. Looking for help. Daou. That goes off her ankle, her foot, and that is going to be a turnover going towards the Cavaliers. And with 3:26 left, this game has now been start and finish. A bit of skittish right now for both teams to end this game off. Skelton bring it back up court. She's got Oliver to the left corner. Frost, Oliver. Around the protractor it comes. Here is Issa driving from the left, backing out. Champlain's got 3 behind the arc itself. 5 left in the shot clock. Kick out and right to Skelton from the far side, 45. Splash! Nothing but cash money on that shot. And now 77-37 lead as the Cavaliers putting the Lynx to the sword. And an exclamation point on this victory here, up by 40. Gagnon, spin move, near side 3. Here's a shot that's off the mark for Rio. Oliver with the rebound. Champlain is hungry for more. They smell more points, and they will slow it down here with 2:33 left. Issa's 3. That does not find the bottom of the hole. That ball is pounced up in the air, and right back to the Lynx it comes at 2:22 left. Daou. Back over to the near side it comes. To the far end it goes. Devario, and she is crashed at the top of the shot, and she will go to the line for 2 shots here. Devario so far today, 1 point, looking to add on to her totals with 2:10 left. And free throws now for Devario at the line once again. And tonight, they have shot 4 of 8 from the free throw line, that is, for the Lynx. So a lot of work to do for this young team here, looking to get back in this game and this season, trying to win their first game in a long time. They finished dead last in all the major statistical categories. And now, can they find themselves out of this dark hole, looking to find the light at the end of the tunnel? A 3 from Skelton. Cash money. Back-to-back threes for 80-38 lead now for the Cavaliers with 1:55 left here in this fourth quarter. Coming through now on the far side. Swung out to the center right. Near side it comes. Back with Israel. Going right to left. Nice cross against Frost. Blocked by Issa. Loose ball recovered by Skelton. Transition now Frost going up ahead. Splitting through 2 defenders. No good. Frost on the second chance. That hits the side rebound. Back to Oliver. A 3. Back-to-back threes. And another 3 now. 83-38 lead. And Champlain putting the stamp on this game here and sending the Poachers back to the office. 1:18 left in this ball game. Back out to Rio, post play. Looking for help, nowhere to go. Devario, 3 seconds left. Blocked by Frost, out of bounds, and this will be Champlain ball, and it appears this will be Cavalier ball with 1:05 left because a shot clock violation has been called instead. And it will be Skelton who will bring it back up court. Inside a minute left in this ball game. Driving. Skelton, finger roll, no good. Skelton cannot get her own miss back. She does now in part 2. Back out to Frost. Looking for help. And now Oliver will keep it down here. So Champlain looking to now maximize the 3-point ball. And they do. Issa, nothing but net on that shot. And Champlain will win this game And the Battle of the South Shore, first blood going to the team in gray and blue. And for the Lynx, they have a lot to learn and a lesson, hard-earned. And now the Cavaliers will milk the clock and play it down low as a 1 second difference with the game and shot clock. So no effort at all to add any more points as they are going to be on their way to an 86-38 win over the Lynx here at Champlain. The Lynx will get the ball back with 1.4 seconds left here. So one more inbound play, and this will wrap up the game here from Champlain. Cavaliers win 86-38. They led from start to finish, pole to pole, and they didn't look back as they win this ball game rather easily over their crosstown borough rivals, that is. So in this derby matchup, first blood drawn towards the Cavaliers as they now will look towards Dawson College. Meanwhile, for the Lynx, they look forward towards the Lennoxville Cougars coming up here in the next round of games next weekend. Cavaliers win 86-38. A rather impressive performance by the home side. And a bit of confusion now on whether or not they can shake hands or not. And now it appears they'll do the fist bump here instead. So that's what they'll do to meet COVID-19 protocols as the Cavaliers win 86-38 over their crosstown rivals. So not the start that the Lynx wanted and the start that the Cavaliers desired, and they got it indeed in the first game. And now they gear up for the Dawson College Blues coming up next week. And final stats here. Champlain shot 37-77, which in total was 48% from the field, 53 rebounds, 14 assists, 8 blocks. Meanwhile, for the Lynx, unable to get the shooting rhythm going in place, 14-56, 32 rebounds, 26 turnovers. Champlain had 58 bench points compared to the 13 from the Lynx. In fact, those 58 bench points alone would be more than enough to win against the Édouard-Montpetit Lynx here. So the Cavaliers win, and now we'll see how they will fare coming up on their next road trip. Stay tuned. We'll be back here in 1 hour's time from now for the men's edition between the Lynx and the Cavaliers from Champlain St. Lambert.
Just got a big comment from someone who was watching on the stream, and she's like, wow, it was great job. Great. Oh, really? Yeah, his wife was listening with the stream. So
Okay, awesome.
I was like, it's not me, it's the man behind you. It's not me. Maybe you hear me in the back room, but he's the guy you
okay.
Good comments. Just passing them on. It's always good to pass.